Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another nail video. If you have watched many of my videos then you'll have seen that I mostly work on extra short nails, but making extra short press on nails can take a bit of getting used to because you've got such a small surface to work with. So for today's video I thought I would show you how I made these extra short press on nails and give you 5 of my top tips for working with extra short nail tips too. So if that's something that you're interested in then keep on watching. Okay, so jumping right into making this set of nails, I have sized all of my nails and put them on the stands, and that actually brings us into the first tip. So my first top tip for working with extra short nails is to resize your nails. Usually when I measure myself for nails, I will measure myself once, write the sizes down, take a note of it, and then in future when I'm going back to make another set, I just go to those exact same sizes and make a new set. I don't need to recheck my size or anything, unless I am changing the shape of the nails that I'm going to be using or I'm changing the length of the nails that I'm going to be using. Unfortunately, nail tips aren't the same size when you swap from one shape to another or one length to another. It's really frustrating, especially if you're like me and you sell press-on nails and you have to constantly keep getting customers to resize themselves. But I definitely do notice a difference in the size of nail tips when I switch from, like, say, a medium length nail to an extra short nail. So to make sure that the nails are going to fit you or your customer properly, you definitely need to resize your nails when you're making extra short nails. So that is my first tip. My second tip for making extra short press on nails is to invest in a good nail stand, especially if you think you're going to be making mostly extra short or short nails. My favourite press on nail stands are from Playground Nails. If you've watched many of my videos you will know that, you will have heard me rave about them. I talk about them a lot and I am not sponsored or anything like that, I just think they're the absolute best nail stands that I've tried. The part of the nail stand that you actually stick the nail tip to is tiny, and that is the best thing about them. I've inserted some clips here of other nail stands that I've tried, and if you look at the size difference between these two, there is no way that I could stick a little extra short tip on that stand. Even the biggest size of that extra short nail tip is the same size as the stand, so the application of the gel is just going to be so messy. I did try a different stand from Amazon that I used for a while and those were okay, but when you're using extra short nails, it's still not ideal. The smallest nails are too small for the stands, so it's really easy to get gel over the sides and it's a lot easier for them to fall off the stands because they don't fit properly. So if you're looking at buying a nail stand for making press on nails and you want to make extra short press on nails, I would definitely consider this before you buy the stand, especially if you think extra short nails might be a focus for you. So my third tip for making extra short press on nails might be a bit of an obvious one, but honestly it's something that I didn't think about until I was making short press on nails and I was making an absolute mess. And that tip is that less is more when it comes to applying products to the nails. Obviously the extra short nail tips are absolutely tiny, especially if you've got a client who has smaller nail beds too, so it's really easy to apply too much gel to the nail. That can become really messy really quickly, but the other thing that you want to avoid is that if you apply that product too thick because you've had too much on your brush, there's a chance that it's not going to cure properly and then that leads you down the line of allergies and all that kind of stuff, which we don't want. I know that it does sound like a really obvious thing, like, oh, don't put too much gel on the nail, but I think especially if you go from making longer nail sets to shorter ones, it's really easy to have too much gel on your brush. So I will always try and wipe the excess off the brush like this. Or you will see me when I'm holding a nail stand like this, I usually will wipe the excess on the other nails. Doing it this way is really good because 1, it means that the other nails only have a little bit of gel on them, and 2, I think it does reduce waste a little bit. And you'll also see me throughout these videos, when I'm painting the nails, I do wipe the excess gel back into the bottle too. When you're working with gel, you're always better to have 2 thin layers rather than 1 thick layer, so that's what I always try and do. And speaking of gel, sneaky transition there, look at these absolutely gorgeous gel polishes that Nail Reserve sent over to me. They asked if I wanted to try some of their fall shades and I had to say yes because the last time I tried them I was absolutely shocked by how good their gel polishes are. So I picked out some of their colours and Anna, the woman that I talked to at Nail Reserve, actually sent me an extra little colour and a top up of their no wipe top coat because I was telling her how much I love it, so she sent me another one, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much. These shimmer colours are so beautiful. They're not showing up on camera as beautiful as they are in real life, unfortunately. I think you can kind of see, but trust me, they're even better in person. So if you want to try out any of Nail Reserve's gel polishes, I do have a discount code with them. They did send me these gel polishes, but my link isn't an affiliate link or anything. It's just a little discount code for anybody that watches my channel, so you can use code Kirsten60 to save 60%, and I think that is site-wide on the Nail Reserve website, so I will leave that linked in the description. And I had to use this Sisters Before Misters shade for today's nail set because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I'm hoping that it comes across on camera how it looks in real life. I hope you can see the shimmer that's in this polish because it's so beautiful. And it's such a perfect autumn colour because it's got that like burgundy, but it's got a bit of shimmer. And shimmery or glittery gel colours are perfect if you're just starting out with extra short nails because it means that you don't need to bother with any nail art too. So I had to use this shade today. But anyway, back to the tips, and tips 4 and 5 are actually about wearing extra short nails rather than making them. So my first tip is that if you're going to wear extra short nails, you are probably going to need to trim and shape your natural nails. So that might be if you're making press-on nails for yourself, that's something that you need to take into consideration. But also if you're making press-on nails for clients, then that's something that you need to make them aware of. That might not be something that you're used to if you wear press-on nails, because press-on nails are really good for just sticking on top of your natural nail. You don't really have to shape them, you don't have to cut them. But of course, because extra short press-on nails are extra short, depending on the length of your natural nails, you might need to cut your own nails down first. And depending on the shape of the extra short nails, you might need to shape your natural nails. So that I know that with these extra short round nails, I'll have to file the sides of my natural nails just so that you can't see them popping out from underneath the press-on nail. So it's definitely something to consider and to make clients aware of. Something else to note is that extra short nails are not going to work for everybody, especially if you or your client has longer nail beds, then you might struggle with extra short tips being too short. That's why I would encourage clients to try a sizing kit, or if they're for you, definitely check the tip length against your natural nails before you start making the nails, just to make sure that extra short nails are going to work for you. So my fifth and final tip for working with and wearing extra short press-on nails is to not use your nails as tools just because it's a lot easier to. So by that I mean, do not start using your nails to open packages and to open cans and use your nails for things that you know you're not supposed to, just because it doesn't feel like it's doing any damage to your nails, or your nails are shorter, so it makes it a lot easier to use them as tools. This is something that I've definitely done before, because extra short press-on nails can feel so natural, and sometimes I forget that I'm wearing anything. But trust me, if you start using your extra short press-on nails like your natural nails, they are going to pop off just as easily as any nails would. I always say that my press-on nails will last 2 weeks, but that's only if you actually look after them. If you start using them as tools, they are not going to last, they're going to end up popping off, and that still applies to extra short nails. So if you're making press-on nails for clients, you need to make them aware of this. I always recommend that if you wear press-on nails or you get any kind of nail enhancement done, that you try one of these little keysies. They're the perfect little gadget for opening cans, opening parcels. You can use them to open up keychains, you can use it as a trolley token. They're perfect. Again, I'm not sponsored to promote this, I just really love them. I've got one on my key and I bought one for one of my friends too. I think they're called nail savers, and they definitely do save your nails. So those were my top 5 tips for all things extra short press-on nails. This video was a little bit of a different one for me, but I hope you found it helpful, and I hope that you liked watching me create these press-on nails in the background while I was chatting away. If you have found this video helpful, then please give it a like before you go, and if you want to see more nail content like this from me in the future, then remember to subscribe. Thank you again to Nail Reserve for sending me over this gorgeous gel polish and all the other fall colours, and remember there is a link in the description for 60% off with my code Kirsten60. So that is all from me for today's video. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!